We have these like organized extortion groups where, and there's a,
What's the name of this group again?
this group's called 764. Okay, and it's really not just one group. It's all sorts of different groups, and they're basically based on Discord and other social media. And I want to reference, and I don't know if you could ever get this girl on your show, but there's a woman on Twitter. She's an investigative journalist. I'll have to give you her info. Her name is BX. She's done some incredible reporting on this group to the point of like she's been threatened by them. It's been pretty bad. And essentially what it is it's a collective of chomos, bad people who target kids from communities on Discord, Roblox, and like maybe bulimic Discord groups, and like just kind of marginalized kids that are struggling maybe emotionally or mentally, and they kind of chummy up to them, try to be their friend, you know, whether it's a friend or a love interest. Maybe they get them to send them a photo of themselves, tell them their name, where they're from. They then progress to grooming them, essentially, to send them photos of themselves.
Jeez.
Whether it's...
They're doing this on Discord.
Yes. Whether it's naked or whatever, they'll then do it, and that's when they have them. And they'll basically use this to extort them. And they'll say, like... And they're all... A lot of them have become, like, very powerful in terms of they're doing this to so many people that the other kids in the group are looking up to the kids that are doing this, and you almost have to earn your way up to the top to do this. So what they'll do is they'll get like some young girl and they'll say, and this has been documented, you can look this up, bite off your hamster's head on camera, and if you don't do it, we'll put your pictures out. And I'm finding that like it's way more than that. Like they'll have people carve stuff into their skin, mutilate themselves, light themselves on fire, kill people on camera.
Kids kill people on camera.
Yeah, there's a case out of Romania. There was a kid that was involved with 764 where he was on a Discord call. It's recorded. He's on a Discord call where he's talking to a kid and he says, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And you see in the distance, there's a little old lady. She's like taking her garbage out. He's like, I'm going to do it. And he goes, show me.
Oh, it's a video call.
Yeah, it's a video Discord call. And the guy's like, show me. So he shows him and he walks up to the lady, sprays her with like pepper spray, and she falls down and just starts kicking her in the head. And then he slashes her throat and he like walks off and he's like, laugh.
Guys, so there is this new cult that has started, and if you have any like younger siblings or children or like nieces, nephews, anything, you need to listen up, because this isn't any ordinary cult. It's literally a cult that has been started through Discord servers and is basically spreading online through different online forums, including like literal Minecraft chat rooms, Roblox, Instagram, X, everything. And so basically this call, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of like the Blue Whale Challenge. Basically it was this online challenge that essentially led kids to unaliving themselves. So it was like they started you off with like these little challenges, like, oh, do this, do that. Oh, send me a exposed photo of your body. And then basically they worked their way up to literal unaliving. So basically what's going on right now is this cult 764. What it does is it kind of lures children in under the premise of violence. And their whole idea, the whole ideology behind 764 and why they're literally driving kids to unalive themselves is because they have this ideology where they believe that they need to fasten the destruction of the world because the world is so messed up. We just need to start over. And so they're going to do it by like basically doing the most crazy things that you could possibly do. So this one dad, he started speaking up because his child was basically cutting herself, harming herself, doing SH, because this cult, like they basically challenged her to get like naked photos of her, and so she sent them to them. And again, they target like really young children, so these kids are not able to kind of like cope with these insane things that they're doing to them. And so basically they were like, okay, we have these naked photos of you if you don't cut yourself. Like literally she had to cut into her own skin the number 764. And they're like, if you don't do that, then we're going to expose you. We're going to send everyone these naked photos. And then it literally led to them telling her that she had to unalive herself or they would expose her. And the FBI is currently investigating like over 250 plus cases all over the US because it's like so widespread, and they've just arrested 2 US citizens that have taken part in it. And it's like a lot of the cult leaders, they're like 20-year-old boys, 24-year-old boys, but then there are also some creeps that are like 40, 50, 60 that are also taking part in this. And it's very much led by, oh, how much can you tolerate? Look at this violent video. Isn't that so gory and creepy? Let's send you another one, until they basically brainwash these children into unaliving themselves. So be careful, y'all, if you have kids, if you know of kids that are out there on like literally any server, because they target children that are showing signs of like mental distress or showing signs of that they need someone out there and they're really alone. They're very, very smart with how they play it. But yeah, y'all, be careful, stay safe, love you.
So they have a group that's called 764, guys, and it's really bad. And I feel like a lot of other people need to be using a platform to get this word out. They are blackmailing kids. They are trying to make kids harm themselves, unalive themselves. It is really, really bad. And if you have kids that play Roblox, all the above, anything online, gaming, whatever, please go look it up and study it and talk to your kids. I talked to my kids this morning. When I saw it, I called them all in my room and asked them, did they know anything about this? But a little girl unalived herself. And I remember a story like this a while back where they had a guy that met somebody online and he showed some private things and the person tried to blackmail him for money. And he didn't want to embarrass his family, so he ended up unaliving himself. I'm serious. You need to go look it up. You need to have conversations with your children. This is something that is so serious. Okay? So hugs and love. Y'all be blessed. J-Lo, please go look it up and talk to your children. Bye.
So we're talking about, are we going right into 764?
I think that's what we should do, yeah.
Okay, so what is 764? What is it?
So I'll tell you in my own words first. 764 group is a Satanist cult group that focuses on extreme violence, and one of the main things that they focus on is towards children. They're labeled as a nihilist group, and for anyone that doesn't know what a nihilist is, it just means like they believe that nothing matters. There's a group called it, but no lives matter. No human life matters. Nothing matters. That's what a nihilist is. And these people have proved over and over again that they fit exactly the description that they're labeled as. They extort children out of sexual material. They extort children into cutting their wrist, hurting themselves, cutting areas of their body, engraving their names into their chests, their legs, their arms, their faces. They've had children commit suicide live on camera in front of audiences of people while they get cheered on. They convince children to kill animals in their house, like their pet cats or pet dogs. They try to convince them to kill their family members, commit mass murders, bestiality, incest, you name it. A lot of it has already been done. And I have a lot of examples of that to show you today. And that is only with 2 of these groups that we've been doing passive reconnaissance on for a short period of time. There is plenty of other active investigations that are going on with other organizations and that I may or may not have involvement in. But what I can show you today is based on what Sentinel and I have found in a relatively short period of time, and it's going to blow your mind. It's absolutely disgusting, and there's more to it. But it was created by it was unbelievable. But a 15-year-old boy started this group in Texas.
Your children is in trouble. Your home is in trouble. There's a new online group network that is called the 764 that is recruiting, extorting children and teenagers to do violent things. How they are getting to them? Through the media platforms, through gaming, to harm their pets, to commit violent acts, psychological warfare, manipulating them into doing things, and to hurt and harm themselves. I'm gonna tell you something. You gotta watch your children. If I was you, change the things that they're watching on the media outlets, on the internet. Be mindful of who they're talking to and gaming with, because you don't know when and who is going to turn on you in your own household. And mainly, it might be the children and the teenagers. Especially with this day and age and time, if they ain't doing well and if they ain't feeling good, you better check on them. Tell you, man, it's on the news. It's getting real. The beginning of birth pains is here.
Look, if you have kids, listen up. There's this group apparently on social media going around online, this thing called 764, where they're trying to tell kids online, they're finding these kids on social media apps, on video games, all this stuff, and trying to tell them to harm themselves, kill themselves, do all these things, and they're getting kids to do it. One kid killed himself after being provoked by another dude in Germany. Another dude in New York was just arrested recently for being caught saying certain things and doing certain things. They're targeting minority kids. It's fucked up. Pay attention to what your kids are doing online. Okay, because I feel like I wasn't even allowed to have a phone until I was like 13, 14, and even that was pretty young. It was very situational because one of my parents was no longer in the picture, and I was the eldest that needed to be in contact with my mother. So that was very situational, because until then, I was told I wasn't getting a phone until after high school, or until like a senior in high school. And that was some normal shit. You know what I mean? I saw a couple kids around me having phones, but not that many, not everybody. Now, there's 4th graders, 3rd graders, 5th graders with phones. We need to reel this shit back in. They don't need phones. There's kid phones you can get that they can only call, and they can only text you. That's something you can look into. But giving everybody phones and access to social media at any age and any given time is fucked up and super wrong. Watch what your kids are doing. Pay attention to what media they're on and what they're being told. And if they're acting differently, talk to them about it. Okay, because this is getting fucked up. And to the FBI or whoever the hell's investigating all this shit, I know y'all can figure out who these people are in like 2 seconds. So how about we do this? Do a giant data drop on their docs, all of them. Release every motherfucker's exact location, address, everything, where they live, and let the public handle them. Fuck those people.
I'm sharing the story of a father I met through social media whose daughter just ended her life because of social media. I'm Dr. Leslie, forensic psychologist, and this is about the group 764. The depths that this group will go to is unbelievable, and it's the reason that people do not understand what's happening. Kids are losing their lives. We think it's unaliving. We think it's mental illness. They are being groomed at times in order to do it. This started on Roblox. She thought she was just talking to another little girl doing small art projects, and then this started to build. It was a grown man, and this man started to extort her. He started to get her to SH herself, and he started to get her to do it on lives. And what this led to was her ending her life on a live. Once he had information about her family and she was in a vulnerable state, he threatened her. He made her feel like if anyone found out about their relationship, that she was in the wrong. And then he doxed the family. Once the family's information was out there, people sent child images to the family. And then he swatted the family. So then the family had police officers and government officials show up to their house, and they had child images on their phones. Ever since this happened, they have continued to be harassed by other groomed members. Now, although government agencies have taken down the primary founders and leaders of 764, they have already groomed individuals to take their place and do exactly what they were doing. They want chaos. They want our children to hurt themselves. They want our children to end themselves. They want to ruin our lives. She had 764 carved into her body. Roblox, Discord, X, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok. These are methods for predators who are particularly lazy to sit and watch for prey. They are sitting and watching a pool of fish in front of them, waiting for somebody to be vulnerable, and then that's when they choose the next victim to groom. And every single platform is aware that this is occurring. This is a call of action to the heads of Meta, to the heads of TikTok, to the FBI, to the state police, to Interpol, to cybersecurity, to Homeland Security, to our politicians, up to our president and every other country's administration. This is a worldwide epidemic, and we know how to stop it. They're just choosing not to.